Amazing Jessy Show. Today it has finally been a week since we did the 2 weeks of Amazing Jessy Summer Flash. And I just want to say again, I thank you to everybody who, watched it, supported me, shared, liked, commented. From the bottom of my heart, I'm so grateful to everybody. You've been so great. I'm just so grateful. So if you watched my last, I think it was 7 videos of Amazing Jessy Summer Flash, you would know that sometimes throughout them I would, recap on maybe the day before or the whole week before or just everything we've done so far. So I just wanted to do a whole recap in one video so you'll know everything that happened over the last 2-3 weeks. So let's go. If I were to describe the whole experience in one word, I'd probably say new. It was something different. It's like I've never interviewed before, so it was like a whole new experience, and it was amazing. I love doing it. Every time I'd go into the video, I'd be so scared, but then when I'm in it, I'm like, wait, I can do this. I know I can do this. It just came so naturally, and it even has something to do with everybody I was interviewing. They were all so amazing, and they made it so easy to interview them, and it was just a whole new experience. So that's how I would describe it. So, as I said, we did 2 weeks so far of Amazing Jessy Summer Flash. And the first week is, I did sections of a week. So each week I had something specific I was doing. From the first week everybody came on. I would do an interview on how who they are has affected how they live, what they do. So on the first day, I had Lady Uche Kachi, who is the daughter of my grandfather and grandmother in the Lord, Bishop Mike and Bishop Peace Okonkwo, who I look up to very, very much, and it was just so amazing. I mean, she was so relatable because on the interview, if you watched it, we talked about maybe the pressure she faced as a child, being the bishop's daughter, how she handled the whole thing, and throughout the thing, it was just so relatable because I'm a pastor's daughter, so looking over the thing, I could see everything she was talking about, and it was just so relatable, and it was just one of my favorite interviews because it was just so easy and so fun. Honestly, that's something I would say about that interview. It was just so fun, and I loved it so much. That's what we did on the first day of Amazing Jessy Summer Flash. Okay, so everyone always says that I speak a little bit fast, so I'm gonna slow down, be steady so that everybody can hear me. So on the second day of Amazing Jessy Summer Flash, which was 2 days later and the Wednesday, I had an interview with some of my friends who are Christians, born again Christians. So in that interview, which I'll also describe as something which was very fun, we talked about maybe the pressures of being a Christian teenager in school and a girl at home, and we talked about a lot of things. We talked about the church, we talked about being a teenager, we talked about God and our relationship with God, being a minister in church. It was very interesting, and that's what I would say about that one. It was very interesting to learn about the things a girl who's a teenager, who's a Christian faces, in our world today. So if you haven't watched that interview, I would say definitely go and watch that one because it's very, very interesting to learn a lot of new things. So that's what we did on the second day of Amazing Jessy Summer Flash. Then moving on to the third day of Amazing Jessy Summer Flash, which was the last day of Amazing Jessy Summer Flash for that week. It was also 2 days later on the Friday. I had the counselor of Dublin, who is in Ireland, of course, and I also interviewed her on who she is as a counselor, a mother, a Christian, an inspirational speaker, how that has formed her whole life. And that interview, I would say it was very impactful. I really did learn a lot of things, and how we can't let what people say, we can't let that form our future. We can't let the things that people say what we will end up as we can't let them form our future, which is the best way I can put it. You can't let what people say stop you, and that's what I really learned from that thing. That no matter what people say when you were that person then, that you can't let that form who you are now or who you want to be in the future. So that interview, yeah, it was very, very impactful, and we did learn a lot of inspirational things. How she didn't let being a counselor, affect her Christian life, which is very important. How we should always put God first because He knows what's best. So that interview, yes, definitely go and watch that one because you will learn a lot of things from that interview. On all these interviews, I'll put them in the description box down below so it'll be easier to find. So that's the third day of Amazing Jessy Summer Flash. So on the fourth day of Amazing Jessy Summer Flash, which was the first day of the next week, and we started a new segment which I called Get Inspired. So as I said, on the fourth day of Amazing Jessy Summer Flash, I really gotta say that really slow. So on the fourth day of Amazing Jessy Summer Flash, we had a new segment which was Get Inspired, which is basically where I have a special guest who comes in and they have to inspire you on the topic which they were given for 10 minutes and 10 minutes only. So it was more of a challenge than just an interview. I was still getting used to it, so I always had to be stern and say, Jessica, when 10 minutes is over, 10 minutes is over. So it was very fun to see if they could actually inspire us in 10 minutes, or if they'll go over, or if they go less. And to say the least, I was pretty surprised about the outcome of all of them. So on the first day of that week, which is the fourth day of Amazing Summer Flash, that might be a bit confusing, we had Reverend Funke Edechibero, who inspired us on making it happen. She was just saying, you have to make sure not to let your background stop you. Don't let anybody stop you. You have to keep strong your identity. You have to choose the way you're going to live your own life. You have to know who you are. You have to grow. You have to love yourself. If I was to say what that interview was in one word, I can definitely say inspirational. It was something that really touched me. All the interviews that week were definitely inspirational. So I can definitely say, certainly go and watch that interview. Certainly do that. And then on the fifth day of Amazing Jessy Summer Flash, we had Deaconess Esther Oseyuman, who inspired us on doing life big. She was saying that you need to know that you are capable, that with God all things are possible, that you have to apply you to all you do. You have to be different, and you have to be enthusiastic. Believe you can do it, and then you can do it. She said a lot of things that day, which really clicked in my brain. So if you want to know how to do life big, definitely go and watch that interview. And then on the sixth day of Amazing Jessy's Summer Flash, we had Reverend Chuka Ogukwe, who told us why people fail. And he was saying that people fail because they stop. And that if you get back up again, you have not failed. And that your purpose is in Christ. And I'll say, that interview is, yes, most definitely something that everyone needs to watch. I cannot stress this enough. You have to go and watch that video. I can say it can really help you in life. All those videos, all those interviews, make it happen, do life big, why people fail. When I was looking back at all the notes I made, one thing that they all had in common is that they said, you have to know that there will be obstacles. When you're making it happen, know that there will be obstacles. When you're doing life big, know that there will be obstacles. When you're trying to succeed and not fail, know that there will be obstacles. That's something I picked up from that. So I encourage you to go and watch those videos. Let's see what you pick up. What you take with you for the rest of your life. Because from now on, I know that there will be obstacles. And though no matter what I do, I have to be persistent and I have to keep going. So I really encourage everybody to go and watch those 3 Get Inspired videos. Because trust me, you will get inspired. The 7th day of Amazing Jessy Summer Flash was a rather special one. It didn't really have a group. It was just on its own, and I think it was a really special day. I really liked this one. On that day, I had 2 special guests. for once. Pastor Mrs. Bonanle Alawi, and then my cousin from the United States, Precious, and both of them, the pastor came and talked on what mothers need from their children. And then my cousin Precious came and talked on what children need from their parents. So those two might seem a bit contrasting, but when I did that interview, I noticed that there were some similarities and some differences. So I can see that was a very interesting interview. And if you want to find out what I'm talking about, definitely go and watch that interview. So all in all, Amazing Jessy Summer Flash so far has been full. Full of amazing people, full of amazing content, full of just pure amazing. And it's been just amazing. That's the word. Every time I think of Amazing Jessy Fun Week, I think amazing. I guess that's why it's in my name. It's been such an experience. It's such a new experience, and I loved it. When I was coming to this, I was so scared because I've never done an interview in my life. Oh no, wait, I have, but nothing like this. This was a whole different experience. So I was very scared coming into this, but sometimes you need to take things head on, and just try things in life. And it has really shown me that this has just been fantastic, wonderful. I'm just so excited to keep going with Amazing Jessy Fun Week, which will continue next week starting Monday, which will be Amazing Jessy Fun Week. And I'm not going to spill anything that's going to be happening. I think I already have in one video, but I'm just saying it's going to be a lot of fun. So don't forget to check that out, and I'll send the details later. Thank you very much, everybody. And remember that it's all about Jesus. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you. See you next Saturday. Don't forget to subscribe, and watch out for Amazing Jessy Fun Week.